Hotapu everyone. This is Royal Majesty King Ra Sumabafagbemi, the world's first openly out African black gay king. And the role of a king is to feed and to protect his people. And today I do so by giving you the starry news of what's happening in the heavens. This on the screen is our beloved Lady Sekhemet. She corresponds to the archetype within you, the science within you to fight for the light within you, to defend Ra, which is your positive life force, to defend your enlightenment, your pursuit of excellence and higher consciousness, and to remove all the saboteurs, all the negativity, all the naysayers, influence in you and around you, who are talking down about your higher divine possibilities. This is the time in when the Africans focus on letting nothing interfere with their spiritual elevation. And this applies to all people of the world at this time. She's red in tooth and claw, she whose hair is made of fire, she of the 9 vaginas. That's a lot of women. She's the rage within women, the righteous rage within the females in particular, but the rage within all of us against the darkness that hurts our light. So this is the time when in the Kemetic calendar, which I'll show you here, in the Kemetic calendar shown here, which I produce once a year, you can purchase this online, I'll put a link below. We see here on June 13th, 2017, we entered the Egyptian or Syrian, the star Sirius, month number 12, in the season of Shemu, the 4th month of Shemu season. That month is called Herukohuti, the month of Herukohuti. And who comes in that month? You see here, Sekhemet comes on June 13th. The next day, Ra entered Gemini, the twins of Apwat, at 4:46 p.m. A good rule of thumb, I've decoded when the Kemetic calendar clicks over to the next month. I've decoded the actual astronomical moment when that happens, and by pure happenstance, I did not plan this. It just so happened that it seems to happen in this age we're in, around the same time that the sun sidereally enters the next sign. So a day before Ra visited the kingdom of the twins of Gemini, sidereally changing into this sign, the Kemetic calendar also clicked over. They're kind of synchronizing around this time of history. Okay, so I wish to show you the main chart for when the sun entered the twins of Gemini here. And the Kemetic calendars and the Kemetic astrology is preeminently a starology, and how the planets funnel the powers of the stars, the voodoo of the stars, through the planet to us. Okay? With that said, we look at these conjunctions to fixed stars to give us the clue for the month, for the sidereal month of the twins of Gemini, when Ra enters the twins of Gemini. So we see Ra conjuncts Al-Nilam here. He's in this star's region, visually speaking. And this star is a star in the belt of Orion. And it is the middle star of Orion's belt and deals a lot with keeping things together, of binding things together, holding something together, taking what you already know and improving upon it. So if you have a strong Ra in your chart, a strong Sun, or you are led by Heru or Ra or Shango in your life, in your destiny reading, which we provide for you upon request at our website, or if you're a leader, you're an authority, this is the counsel for you for the month, which is to, right now, all leaders, all authoritarian types, all Heru Shango types, and solar people, it's time to build bridges right now. That something will happen to force parties to unite, to join as one, and to see things in a new light. It's time to become a leader who steps up and steps forward. Next we have here, it says, Sepku Mercury conjunct Rigel. Rigel is also a star in Orion. It's in his front foot. And Rigel does a lot with teaching, grounding knowledge, bringing something new to the world, an educator of some sort. So when you have Rigel beaming through Sebek, Mercury, this is for all of you involved in communications, what you should do in that field, or teachers, writers, people with a strong Sebek in their chart, a strong Mercury or a strong Eshu. It's time for you to communicate your strong personal views, to stand strong in what you're seeing or thinking about something or trying to promote. It's key for you to be independent, to express how you're different and independent in your thinking or in your own philosophy of life. Okay? It's a very good time to really work the media, to work your social media, and to really push it to a new level. Here we have Benosar Venus conjunct two stars called Shadar and Hamal. And Shadar is a star in Cassiopeia. And when Benosar Venus is absorbing the beams of Shadar, this is for all of you with a strong Venus who are in the arts, for your love life, whoever you may be. If you have a strong Heteru or a strong Bast or strong Oshun in your chart, this is a very good time for you to support each other. Artists, mates, lovers should support each other with dignity, with very quiet, refined dignity. You don't have to show your support in a loud, boisterous, over-the-top manner. Just be soft but loving about how you're using your credibility, your resources to help those you love and who are your partners. Okay? And try to promote your marketing in a very dignified and in a very refined manner. Hamal, Benosar Venus conjunct Hamal. Hamal is in the ram of Aries. It's a much more aggressive area of the sky. And Benosar is a very sweet planet. Venus is a very sweet planet. So we have this sweetness combined with this aggression of the ram's horns, basically. This means that you should seek, if you're an artist or a strong Oshun, Heteru person, or in your relationships universally, to seek more unique ways of relating. Try something different in your marriage. Try something exciting and spontaneous, creative and unique, okay? And to do things that spice it up in a very fun, exciting way. The last two stars we have Heru Desher Mars conjunct Murzim. Murzim is also a star in Canis Major, yes, which is where Sirius lives, but it's another star in that constellation of Canis Major. This star deals with speaking up, having a message, having something to say. And it means if you are very Ogun, very Herkuhuti, Mahus, very Mars-oriented in your chart, or for any of you who have to deal with aggression, war, or like firemen or leadership in that sense where you're saving people, be direct in your communication, warriors. All of you warriors should be direct in your communication. Speak the truth, shake out the facts, get to the bottom line, and get to it quickly, okay? And you may find around you information or things coming out that are shocking, that reveal shocking hidden truths, that cause a lot of anger. And finally, we have Harukapet Saturn, you see there, in Aculus. And this is a star in the Scorpion, shown here, Saturn conjunct Aculus. And I'm speaking now to your inner achiever, Saturn, or to those of you with a strong Saturn in your chart, a strong Ptah or Seker or Babaluaye, or for any of you who are doing research, deep study, or serious activities or long-term projects. Right now it's good for you to focus on researching to find practical, actual solutions to problems. In other words, if you're dealing with a chronic disease or a chronic project, not a chronic project, but a long-term project, angle yourself more towards what can we do to solve more practical, down-to-earth problems in this project or in this activity. Okay? And if you follow these simple directives of the fixed stars, then you will find you have a lot of luck in that direction. Now, you can go to our web page and purchase the sounds, the Heka, the words of power for each of these planets. So you can get the Sun sound, you can get the Sebek Mercury sound, the Venus, Mars, Saturn sounds. You play them, each of the songs is about 45 minutes long. You play it maybe at least once a week as you meditate on that energy. If you're a leader, you play the Ra chant. If you are more in the communication arts, you play the Sebek chant, and you visualize yourself following the directions I mentioned about each of those planets in your life. See yourself doing those suggestions I gave you. See yourself enjoying doing those things in a joyous, wonderful manner, and see yourself having a wonderful reward at the end, a perk, a benefit, a boon. Okay? And to give thanks to the universe, to the creator, that you can use these sounds, use these inner archetypal powers to get life going better for you. Okay? So, may Sekhemet purge you of all of your blocks, fears, worries, and insecurities to your projects and goals. May you never stop seeking the light within yourself. May you always remove the barriers to the growth of your life force of the light within of Ra. Never let your doubts or other people's naysaying stop you. Particularly this month, it's a good time to do so. Long live the light of Ra into all people. Long live the Ashe, the Chi, the magic in you to have your light push away all of the shadows between you and your dreams. Dwawend Hotepu.